Dibagi ng tikang bubantay sa mungeru Pagdano tanabya di hake ka na wala na ite Dakakana bumang siyang muriklamu Hinganu kuru kumiri kamau mo ekoteru Mahure, mahure, hangilang sulte
Let's talk about velocity. Velocity is defined as the vector measurement of the rate and direction of motion. It is also be defined as the rate of change of displacement. For example, 19 meters per second to the north, in which 19 meters is the displacement, per second is the time, and the direction of motion is north. Next example is a 9 kilometers per hour. To the south, 9 kilometers per hour is the displacement and time, and the direction of motion is the south. Velocity is also the speed at which something moves in one direction. The speed of the car traveling to the north on a major freeway, or the speed of the rocket launching into space can both be measured using velocity. Velocity is a vector quantity that indicates both magnitude and direction, and also the displacement and time. I am going to show you some examples of velocity. These are the examples of velocity. The bike moves 6 meters per second to the north. 6 meters per second is the magnitude, and the north is direction. Next is the car moves 25 meters per second to the west. 25 meters per second is the magnitude, and the west is the direction. The bus travels 60 meters per second to the east. 60 meters per second is the magnitude, and the direction is the east. Lastly is the motorcycle moves 40 meters per second to the south. 40 meters per second is the magnitude, and the direction is south.
Hi, my name is Jonas Vidalema, and I will discuss about speed and how to compute the average speed.
Are you ready? Okay, so speed is a scalar quantity that refers to how fast an object is moving. Speed can be thought of as the rate at which an object covers distance. A fast-moving object has a high speed and it covers a relatively large distance in a short amount of time. In a low speed, it covers relatively small amount of distance in the same amount of time. So this is the formula of finding the average speed, distance of the object traveled, over time of the object traveled. So this is the formation of the formula.
Today, I will teach you how to solve problems regarding speed. First, we need the formula. This is the formula. D is for distance and T is for time. Now, for example, Sakura walks from plant A to plant H for 30 seconds with a distance of 6 meters. We will use the formula S equals D over T and change D to 6 meters, which is the distance, and 30 seconds to T, which is the time. We divide and have the answer 5 meters per second. Simple, right? That's all. Thank you.
Hello guys, I am Denver and I will show you what is displacement and the examples of displacement. So please watch it.
Here is an example of displacement. Naruto travels to 100 meters to west. The definition of displacement is the overall change of position, and we're looking for the starting position comparing to finishing position. Displacement includes a direction, so we call this measurement a vector. And we have here another example.
Here from A, so our car travels from to B and then backs up here to the center. Let's see how far it travels now. It travels a distance from A to B, 100 meters, and an additional of 50 meters for a total distance of 150 meters. Now, if we are looking of its displacement, however, comparing to a starting position right here, so its finishing position, its total displacement is 50 meters.
Distance and displacement are two quantities that may seem to mean the same thing yet have distinctly different definitions and meanings. Displacement in any interval of time may be zero, positive or negative, whereas distance cannot be negative. Distance is a scalar quantity that refers to how much ground an object has covered during its motion. Distance is the total movement of an object without any regard to direction. We can define distance as to how much ground an object has covered despite its starting or ending point. Distance has no direction, unlike the displacement. Let's try to answer some examples. So the distance traveled was simply 230 meters, while the displacement was 200 meters. Distance is always positive no matter where you go. So another example, we started at +4 and traveled to -5, and after that we end at +1. So the distance we traveled was 15 units. Just simply add 9 and 6. While the displacement was just 4. Thank you for watching.